Job's second test, pain in the flesh. The heavenly court convened again. Angels gathered in reverence, and once more the accuser entered with prideful steps. The Lord asked, Where have you come from? Satan replied, From roaming through the earth, going back and forth in it. Then God spoke with unwavering confidence. Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, fears God and shuns evil. And still he maintains his integrity, though you incited me against him to ruin him without cause. But Satan sneered, Skin for skin. A man will give all he has for his own life. Stretch out your hand and strike his flesh and bones, and he will surely curse you to your face. The Lord answered, Very well, he is in your hands, but you must spare his life. With cruel swiftness, Job's health collapsed. Painful sores broke out over his entire body, from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet. Once the wealthiest man in the East, Job now sat among ashes, scraping his skin with a piece of broken pottery. His friends passed by and turned their faces away. His name, once revered, was whispered in pity. And in the depths of grief, another wound cut even deeper, words from the one closest to his heart. His wife, shattered by the tragedies, cried out, Are you still holding on to your integrity? Curse God and die. But Job, though broken, whispered words of truth. You speak as one of the foolish women speaks. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble? And in all this, Job did not sin with his lips. News of Job's suffering spread, and 3 friends came to comfort him: Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite. When they saw him from a distance, they hardly recognized the man who had once been the greatest of the East. Overcome with grief, they wept aloud, tore their robes, and sprinkled dust on their heads. Then for 7 days and 7 nights they sat with him on the ground. No one spoke a word, for his pain was too great for words. Finally, Job's silence broke. In a voice filled with grief and despair, he cursed the day of his birth. May the day perish on which I was born. May darkness claim it. Why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb? For now I would be at rest, at peace. Instead, I sit in misery. It wasn't a curse against God, it was the raw cry of a man drowning in sorrow. Job's anguish revealed the weight of human suffering. Sometimes pain feels heavier than life itself. After Job's cry of anguish, his friends, who had sat silently for 7 days, finally spoke. What began as sympathy slowly turned into accusation as they tried to explain Job's suffering. Eliphaz, the eldest, spoke first. With a tone of authority, he said, Consider this, Job. Who, being innocent, has ever perished? Trouble does not sprout from the ground, it comes because of sin. If you seek God earnestly and commit your cause to him, he will restore you. For he wounds, but he also binds up. He injures, but his hands also heal. To Eliphaz, suffering was the clear proof of hidden sin. His words carried fragments of truth, but they pierced Job like a knife. Job answered with deep pain, If only my anguish could be weighed, it would outweigh the sand of the seas. My cries seem wild because my suffering is beyond measure. You, my friends, offer no comfort. Teach me and I will listen, but your words condemn me without cause. Job also cried to God, Why did you bring me out of the womb? Leave me alone, for my days are but a breath. His honesty revealed that real faith wrestles with questions, not just praises. Bildad, sterner than Eliphaz, rebuked Job sharply. Does God pervert justice? If your children sinned, he gave them over to their sin. But if you are pure and upright, he will restore you. The former prosperity will return. To Bildad, the equation was simple. Job must repent and God would fix everything. Indeed, I know God is just, but how can a mere mortal argue with him? If only there were someone to mediate between us, someone to bridge the gap. Job longed for a mediator, foreshadowing the role of Christ, though Job did not yet understand it fully. Job teaches us that faith doesn't mean we never feel pain. Even the strongest believer can cry, lament, and question. God is not afraid of our tears, he listens to them.